Women are a minority in tech fields. And to help with this, annually there is a Women in Tech Summit that happens in Poland. And to talk more about this and the new initiatives that are starting this year, I have with me Alessandra. Over to you.
I'm thrilled to invite you to Perspektywy Women in Tech Summit 2026, which this year I'm one of the organizers of. It's the biggest conference for women in technology in Europe, and I think it's one of the most special ones because it's organized not around the serious networking atmosphere that you would see in most scientific and technological conferences, but rather it's all about unity for women in STEM and in technology. That means that we meet people who we've interacted with along the way. If you come to the event, you are going to make many new friends as well. I think the most important part of the event is camaraderie and sisterhood. And you can see that throughout the summit agenda. No matter if you interact with panels or workshops or discussions, it's all about women supporting women in doing great things. And the great things can span many different topics. This year, one of the most core ones we are going to be sharing is, of course, quantum technology, but also programming, robotics, use of AI in different disciplines, for example, biotechnology or material science. We are going to be having many discussions at the cross section of different topics. So, for example, between art and quantum, or between quantum and systems security. We try to make the agenda as comparatively different and varied as possible so that people from different interests can always find something for them, but also that everyone can broaden their horizons a bit. And I think the interesting thing about the summit too is that at any single point we have three different stages active sharing different topics. So we have the tech stage where more of the programming and IT aspects are covered. We have the main stage where some of the distinguished keynote speakers that we invite from all over the world share world-changing ideas. And then we have the science stage where people more connected with the academic side of technology are sharing their ideas as well. There are many side events happening alongside the Women in Tech Summit as well. We have a career stage where our partners share their stories or show how to get into their company. We also have side events for different specific topics and workshops made by our partners. This year, our partners are very exciting. We have firms like Google and IBM on board. There will also be Netflix and CERN, which is more for the geeks in the audience. And I'm very thrilled to be able to welcome you to our event. Perspektywy Women in Tech Summit 2026 is going to be happening on the 10th and 11th of June in Warsaw, Poland, and it's the biggest celebration for women in technology in the region. I hope to see you all there.
Can you tell us a little about the new initiative that you started this year?
This year, we're introducing a new program for all quantum geeks out there. It's called Quantum Pioneers Legacy Initiative. Why legacy? Because it's a very special mentorship program where mentees become mentors. The whole idea is to create a community of quantum world changers. First, from incredible quantum leaders that we have in the ecosystem already, that are going to be sharing their knowledge to younger women aged 16 to 30, who are either interested in making a start in quantum technologies or have already taken their first steps to, for example, build a company, start quantum dissemination, or maybe interweave quantum with other fields like security or art. The whole idea is to create a strong pipeline of female quantum leaders who are then going to be visible role models around the globe. We are starting with a small cohort of 15 mentors who are going to take on 15 participants. These participants later on are becoming mentors in the next iteration of the project, and hopefully we'll be able to scale exponentially, just like we'd like quantum systems to scale to. Because the more elements in the system you have, the more robust the network gets. And what are mentees going to get? Well, a couple of things. First off, it's going to be one on one mentoring with incredible quantum leaders from the sector of their choice. It's going to be technical masterclasses provided by every mentor to the entire cohort of the mentees. Leadership training, one on one, because our mentees later have to become mentors too. And finally, industry experience arranged by their mentors. We hope to see many of you apply to our program, and we are very excited to share it with you. I think that it's very important for young aspiring leaders to have intergenerational dialogue. If not for incredible people that helped many of us along the way, we wouldn't have been able to do what we have. It's often very important to have a mentor, a person who you can talk to a friend, who has already traversed the steps that make up your dream career or your dream profession. This is why we're introducing the Quantum Pioneers Legacy Initiative, a place where young women can reach out to distinguished leaders to have a bit of help along their incredible world changing journeys. It's been proven time and again that varied and diverse teams produce the best results because they share different points of view that then can then coalesce to create a better solution for a problem that's delivered to customers. In tech, I think there is still quite a huge disproportionality between male and female representation. Even at my university, when I go to lectures, the further and further along I get, the more I see that the sector is strongly dominated by male students. And I think one of the first steps to increasing female representation in STEM is actually increasing female visibility. Because the fact that you have direct people who are like you, who you can look up to, or thought leaders who represent, let's say, the same group as you, directly means that you are more inspired to pursue that career track because you can see yourself in it better. And that is one of the things we do at Perspective Women in Tech. Apart from the summit, we also have some other initiatives, for example, Girls to STEM, where we encourage young girls from primary, middle, and high school levels to engage with STEM topics through workshops or mentoring. Because of these programs, we've seen a 10% increase in female enrollment in STEM universities and technical universities, which we think has already contributed to changing the landscape of how Polish people interact with science. The same thing applies to Perspektywy Women in Tech Summit. Even though it's 2 days, please believe me, the amount of inspiration packed into this agenda is absolutely remarkable. Our main goal during Perspektywy Women in Tech Summit is to increase female representation in STEM and also female visibility. Because if you have more role models who are females, then we hope that more females are going to see themselves in the fields that these women represent. We hope that Perspektywy Women in Tech Summit is also going to be a good time for you to ponder on the importance of female representation in STEM. And because we're now expanding globally, we hope that this trend continues outside of Poland too.
I hope to see some of you in person as well, and I'll keep giving you updates on the summit weekly. See you in the next video.